Hi guys, it's your girl Fraction Queen. Welcome back. This video is all about how to make loads of resources on Game of Thrones Conquest, especially during events. I'm going to break it down into very simple steps so that you can follow. Have a quick look around the map at your location. Make sure there's no big guys ready to attack you. So I've had a good scan. I'm happy with my location for now. So step 1, copy a friend code. Step 2, paste it into the friend code section. Don't click join yet. Step 3, copy your location on the map. This is very important. Now, make sure you've bound your account because you don't want to lose it. And then go ahead and create the new account. Now, it's very important that you bound your main account because you will lose all your progress if you don't. Okay, so this is the new farm account, or alt account, some people call it. So these are the events going on at the moment. There's a building event, a research event. I also saw a a troops event as well. So it's quite simple. Just follow all the instructions by clicking the guy's face, the circle with the one on it. There you are. So it's just giving you tasks to complete. Now each task will reward you with resources. Now the important thing is there's an event going on at the moment, and that means that as you complete these tasks, you also earn gold. You earn gold as a result of the event going on, and you can in turn use that gold to buy more resources. So events are a perfect time to make farm accounts. So this process can take about 10 to 15 minutes, especially if you're using quite a decent phone and your internet connection is quite quick. So just follow through as many of these tasks as you can. Okay, so as you can see, we're already up to keep 15. So yeah, if you just follow those tasks, you should get through this quite quickly. Now it's really good to complete these quests as well, because they also can give you some resources, and the idea is to maximize all the resources that you can get. Now the login rewards is also a good thing to complete because it gives you some speed ups. The speed ups help you with things like completing the tasks as quickly as possible. You don't want to be sitting around waiting for a building to complete for an extra 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever it is. Just use the speed ups. Now, with these events, I try to complete the building event and the research event, but I don't usually waste time on completing the troops event, just because that takes a bit longer and it takes a lot more clicking around. You're better off using that time to create a new alt or a new account to bring you a lot more quicker resources, basically. Just a side note about using the speed ups. It's usually better to use construction speed ups on construction because you can't really use them on other things. And also be careful on using the 1 minute speed ups versus the 5 minute speed ups, because sometimes it's better to use a 1 minute speed up because you might only need to speed up 1 minute. So utilize it as much as you can, and that'll save you running out of them. Now there we are, you can use your second builder and that helps a lot as well. That means you can have something else building in the background and build something else at the same time, essentially. One thing I would say is do not use your gold on speeding up anything. You want to save that gold for buying resources. At the end of the day, this is not about growing this account, it's about getting the resources. Okay, so make sure to collect all the rewards from the quests because they have speed ups as well. Right, so as you saw, it gave me an option to use gold to complete that building construction, and I chose not to. Do not do that, you will just waste your gold. Nice. So we're heading up to keep 5. I'm assuming you've been playing this game for a while and you know how it works. So you cannot go up to the next level keep unless you've already upgraded all of your buildings. So yeah, it won't let you carry on up to the next keep level unless you've completed all the other upgrades for the buildings. Nice, so we've made it up to keep level 5 at this point.
Lost, what felt like it all in a game. Every man I've measured out to hurt me before I could ever feel safe. Great for our union, would you die to and be abusing? Unsure intentions, are you using? Confusing, what are you choosing? Saw me as a queen, but wary of the greed. Would I be what you need? Would it lead to more defeat? Would I just be a notch on your brilliant means? And I saw love in your eyes, felt the power in between my thighs. A stallion, a dark night, never lie.
I think this is actually my favorite bit, just collecting all of the all of the rewards. Nice. Now, at Keep Level 5, I like to complete the research event. So at Keep Level 5, you've already got some speed ups for research. So I like to use those to complete the event. Now, the first thing I like to do is complete the tasks that you've been asked to do before completing the actual event, because then you can get the rewards for the tasks as well as the event. Okay, so I just complete one research, component for each of the major blocks. So one in military, one in logistics, one in economy, etc. Once that's complete, I just collect the rewards. Okay, so a bit later on, what I'll do is I will go ahead and complete a very high point scoring research, and what that will do is complete the event and give me loads of gold for that. So I'm just going to leave that for a bit. So if you haven't already, make sure you're collecting the rewards coming on the ship as well. Yeah, so this is great. It's just all about creating and collecting the rewards. So that was another example of being asked to use gold to complete something. Do not do it. Now what I try to do is get up to keep level 6, because that will allow me to get an advanced teleportation. And all that means is I can move this alt keep to my main keep, so I can get them side by side and just basically attack this new keep for the resources. Some people like to take it up to keep level 7 because they get more resources, but I find that it's a lot quicker to just take it up to level 6 and then create a new alt account.
Why some die a slave, may they be free? Why some fight with rage, may they be peace? In the night I pray we will redeem. In the light of day till you join me. Why some die a slave, may they be free? Why some fight with rage, may they be peace? In the night I pray we will redeem. In the light of day till you join me. it all in a game. Every man I've measured tried to hurt me before I could ever feel safe. Great for our union. Would you die to and be abusing? Unsure intentions. Are you using? Bit confusing. What are you choosing? Call me as a queen, but wary of the greed. Would I be what you need? Would it lead to more defeat? Would I just be a notch on your brave means? And I saw love in your eyes, felt the power in between my thighs. A stallion, a dark knight, never lie. Would ride for you or die.
Okay, so this can become quite repetitive. So if you would like to, you could always skip a bit further ahead, just up to the point where I explain how to get this key next to your main key and how to sign back into your main account and just essentially attack it for resources. Okay, so before we get there, I would like to let you know it's important to get rid of your safety shield or your bubble. That means, you know, that you can actually attack this key. If you accidentally forget to remove your safety shield, then you'll have to wait another couple of days. I think it's 4 or 5 days before you can attack this key for the resources, and that's not really ideal.
Why some die a slave, may they be free? Why some fight with rage, may they be peace? In the night I pray we will redeem. In the light of day will you join me? Why some die a slave, may they be free? Why some fight with rage, may they be peace? In the night I pray we will redeem. In the light of day will you join me? lost what felt like it all in a game. Every man I've measured out hurt me before I could ever feel safe. Great for our union. Would you die to and be abusing? Unsure intentions. Are you using? Bit confusing. What are you choosing? Saw me as a queen, but wary of the greed.
Okay, so in order to complete the event for the research, I like to research nurturing. That's for your dragon. Okay, and just starting that will complete the event for you. Lovely, so we've completed the first two events, that's the building event and the research event. You can go ahead and do the troops event if you want to, but as I explained earlier, I don't do that. Okay, so we've collected all of our rewards automatically, and now it's time to spend it on some resources. Okay. I did just have a quick peek at what rewards you get when you complete the troops event. Yeah, but I just decided it wasn't worth the time for me. You can go ahead to do it for yourself if you want to. Okay. So I'm just collecting my last minute rewards. Sometimes there's rewards in your message center, so always have a look. Sometimes there's gold in there that you can collect. It's always handy to check. Brilliant. So what I like to do is I like to find a very low level account, usually level 1. I've already copied my location, so I like to send it as a message to the level 1 keep. Go into my messages and voila, all I have to do is tap the magnifying glass and it takes me to my original account. Then I like to transport the farm account next to my keep. Now having it next to my keep makes it a lot easier to attack, takes a lot shorter time. So I like to have it as close as I can. Then I like to remove the shield or the bubble, and in order to do that you just have to scout either your own keep or another keep. Just make sure it's not an active keep or someone will come attack you back. Okay. Lovely, so we're wrapping this up. All I'm doing is just opening up all of the resource boxes, make the resources available for when the keep is being attacked. Okay, so that's all the wood. Lovely, so as you can see at the moment we've got 3.8 million food, 3.6 million wood. Still going. Lovely, so I'm just going to purchase some food because that's what I need. I've been attacked recently, so I need to heal my troops. It's usually better to buy wood because wood lasts longer, it doesn't waste away like food does. Also, if you did need other resources, so things like steel, you can actually buy them from the store, which I'll just show you. Okay, so apart from steel, you can actually open the boxes for the other resources and attack this keep for, you know, the resources. So this time I've just purchased some stone. Do make sure to open the resource box, otherwise you won't be able to get the resource. It'll just be sat there untouchable. Okay. Nice. So we're gonna log back into our main account now, just wrapping it up. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so if you have a look in the description, I will put all these steps in writing for you. and give this a go. You may forget 1 or 2 steps the first time, which means your resources won't be accessible. But, you know, just practice makes perfect, so just try again, and I'm sure you'll be able to get it. It's worth doing this, I promise, because you get so much resources just within that 15 minutes. Lovely. So we are now back into our main account. As you can see, just get rid of the demo. And guess what? Here we are, about to attack for resources. As I said, I've been zeroed, so I'm just healing some of my troops. Okay, so here we go. Attack, attack, attack. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you're attacking the smaller keep, which is your farm, is the wall of the keep can, it can become weakened very quickly. So don't send siege weapons if you can prevent that. Siege weapons do carry a lot more resources at one time. However, they break down the wall. So send your other troops. One thing is for sure, if you keep sending siege weapons, your farm keep will just vanish somewhere onto the map and you will never find it again. Okay, brilliant. So that sort of wraps it up for making farms. Thank you for watching. Do join us again if I make another Game of Thrones Conquest video for you. Like, subscribe and share. Thank you.